I was a fan of Deftones back in 2000 because they didn't have Fred Durst singing for them. The artwork looks as though B&Q and Screwfix suddenly decided to start selling tins of porridge oats. Alright then, here we go. Deftones, Ohms. And the watch is on, the music is on, and we're off, come on! Oh, have you heard the song? We got a nice gentle opening. Yeah, we're in. Yeah! The magical things about Deftones music is, I definitely get this feeling when I listen to it that I'm stood between two magnets of the same pole. I can feel a magnetism moving through me. It really feels like it exposes you to unseen forces. It's quite relaxing to run to. Okay, lyrically this is what I'm picking up on. Distancing yourself from the chaos of the world, and you know, like I was expecting that sense of detachment from Deftones music, because the music always makes you think that they spent hours in a room rehearsing and writing, kind of perfecting it, and what ends up on the album is like the vapours, the steam of all those hours of rehearsal. This is an album about time, isn't it? I can tell that already, 2 songs in. First song called Genesis, and it's talking about rebirth, and then this one, Ceremony. It starts, how can you not tell? This is the end, so we've got a beginning and then an end. Oh, that extra guitar! It felt like a guitar just put a load of muscle on. And that line, I'm leaving you tonight. This is the end of something, but also the start of something. It's all an illusion. Like he's saying, this song is called Urantia, and it might be based on that big, mysterious book which tries to combine philosophy, religion and science. It's like over 2,000 pages long, and I bought it once on Amazon. It got delivered and I wasn't there, so the next door neighbour had it, and then the next door neighbour went on holidays, so we passed it to the house next door because I still wasn't there, and then that neighbour got evicted and I never saw the book again. So whenever I think of Urantia, I just think of this big book that nobody's ever read, going from house to house in the street I used to live in. I needed this change of pace. That was a slow kilometre, mostly battling with mud and just trying to figure out what's going on. But we're going fast now, come on, and let's make up for it. Let's catch up. I don't know who I'm catching up with. This song is a bit like Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix. It's about a middle-aged man having a breakdown in the Manuka Honey section in Holland and Barrett. That's what it is, Manuka Honey Child. These riffs come in and I'm like, that's a Manuka Honey I want. There's another reference to honey. Say we're chasing honey, closing in. Obviously it's not an album about honey. I think what's it about? What's it about? It's like someone detuned Fleet Fox's guitars, plugged them in, and then told them to write a song about honey. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying it. I don't know. I'm just running into it. I don't know what's happening. This is odd. In a way, I keep checking the song titles, because I think the song titles give you more of an idea what the song is about than the lyrics themselves. No, that's fine, because a lot of poetry works like that, where the poem wouldn't mean anything without the title of the poem, so that's cool. So this one's called Error. It's no longer about honey. I think it's about trying to forge connections, like a collective consciousness, which would go in with the idea of worker bees. One bee on its own is an insignificant insect, but together it's a magnificent mind. There we are. Have we cracked something? Is this album about the importance of all coming together with a collective mind? I'm happy with that. Now I'm running to it thinking it's about a longing of connection. I can enjoy it because the music feels big. Like I said, it's like a vapour, and it seems to be going as far as it can to connect people, and it's just dreamlike quality. So maybe we are connected in our dreams, in our subconscious. Yeah, it's making sense. This song is called The Spell of Mathematics. So we're trying to explain the universe and everything in mathematics, something which will unite us. I don't know. How can you be deep in a bottomless ocean? That's like listening to an audiobook and then putting on Twitter that you've just read that book. Yes! It's just kicked in. I love it when it's like this. Ah, come on. Yeah, this is awesome. Now you've got big builds and these breakdowns with like finger clicking in it, and yes! I think Deftones are the most exciting like this, when there's a real bit of a groove going on and it's not kind of dreamy and floaty. I like this. It's locked down in a groove, and yeah. This one starts and sounds like Here Comes the Sun, but if George Harrison's face was a Salvador Dali clock, it's about time, isn't it? And I think that honey is a metaphor for what we can create if we use our time wisely. I'm going to think a bit more on that. See, again, another example where the song title makes the song make sense. This is called Pompeii. A place that's frozen in time because of the volcanic eruption, and it's frozen and we can see the decadence living alongside the worship there. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Something about the way the songs are played out as it goes through your brain. It's like a time lapse. It's like a time lapse of flower opening, time lapse of the moon going across the sky. Yeah, there was an instrumental interlude at the exact moment where I felt like I figured what the album was about, and then it just kicks in. It's amazing. It just becomes fierce, like you've been craving since the start. And a few lines I'm picking up. It's about work. This album is about work, and it's really making me think of the album title Ohms, as in Ohm's law, which predicts or tells you what's going on in the electrical circuit. You can work out the work of the electricity in that circuit. Can you do the same with people? Can you work out what people are going to do in their lives? This is spooky, like just how clever this is. This song is now called Radiant City, and I'm thinking about Ohm's law and the thing that electricity is useless unless it's doing work. And now on Radiant City you get the idea of a city being lit up, electricity doing work, and it's really driving now. The music is really rocking. Yes! Oh, is that what it is? Our time on this planet is meaningless. Time feels like an illusion unless we are doing work. Unless we are doing work. And Ohms in the title, the amount of resistance in a circuit we need to fight and come up against resistance to feel alive, for time to feel real. Wow, what a journey. So I'm thinking, I think it was maybe the first half of the album felt really deliberate and controlled, and it wasn't that exciting. Now it's like they've just really let go and they just go for it. I don't know, it doesn't seem as deliberate or calculated, and it's more exciting. That's how the universe is formed. Chaos needs to happen for things to be born in the universe. So now at the end of the album it's a bit more chaotic, but it feels alive. It feels alive, and I feel alive and tired. Yes, we're on the last song, Ohms. And he's got all the honey he wants, and he's in Holland and Barrett, just chucking honey all over his face. We've got there. We've got straight to the heart of it all. It's amazing. This is amazing. Yes, time won't change this. It's an album about how we exist inside time, how we use our time within time. It's an album about time, and it took its time, but when it got there, it was just on time. Yeah! These guitars on Ohms are buzzing like the wings of bees. I've been pulled into the beehive with them, and I'm there in the middle of this beehive, and I'm like, it makes sense. I know my place. It all makes sense. Oh, this guitar at the end, it's like it's going backwards, and it's just making us look back on the whole album and appreciate it. Ohms, it's about resistance, but Om, as in Hare Krishna Om, it's about contemplation, meditation, taking it all in. Ah, bang on 11 kilometers. Ah, what a journey. And it all just clicked together, and it just became this amazing work of art. You looked at, whoa, as a whole. And that line in the last song, I think he's saying like this endless maze, but the endless maze we belong in. I don't know, I'm really thinking of, because the references to honey, the beating of wings, that's what bees do to evaporate the water on the nectar so you get honey. And it just, I don't know, for me it's an album about you need to work, you need to encounter resistance for your time to matter. Amazing. And like that imagery of just being in a maze at the end, but this is where you belong. To me, the maze represented like just being connected to everybody else on the planet, like a beehive, all working together. Absolutely incredible. I was starting off thinking I'm not enjoying this, and I ended up loving it. I ran well. It was 11 kilometers in 46 minutes. Have a good day. See you later.